come back along there, Colin. You see? Okay? Right, okay. On we go. Straight on down.
Well, there are substantial segments of that still
Yeah,
out there.
but if you come here 10 years ago, Carl, it was virtually intact.
Mulberry B was one of 2 temporary harbors that were designed to support the D-Day invasion. Caissons, ramps, and floating docks were towed across 100 miles of the English Channel. The one we're driving past at Arromanches that Colonel Warman is describing supported the British at Gold Beach. Mulberry A supported the Americans at Omaha Beach.
In the last 10 years, it's got very badly bashed about. The American one was destroyed on the 19th of June 1944 because the American engineers didn't do their job properly and they didn't put it together properly, which is rather sad, isn't it?
Yes.
And Eisenhower was very cross with them. He sacked the head of the engineer battalion that was responsible, and he sacked all the officers as well. He was very, very cross. But as we'll see when we get there, and it's not raining. I thought it was going to rain, and I thought you'd complain about getting your hair straight, Joyce. And I thought, oh dear, you know,
it won't go straight.
This is going to be a bad day. I thought to myself. But I very rarely have a bad day. All the Americans I take are simply delightful. That's bog. You call it swamp, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Right, well it's swamp. It's swamp all the way along Gold Beach, but there's a bit at either end. You see what I mean? And so we only use that end and the bit by the mountain harbour. So all of this is quite useless. But we had to use it to stop the Germans didn't defend this bit here very much because they realised it was bog. You can see the bog, look, all that brown grass, you see it? And when it rains, you can see the water, it fills up with water. And when we landed here, it had been raining for about 5 days. And this was very, very boggy. Now, not only was I brought here by my tutor at the War College, who landed here as a 24-year-old lieutenant colonel, but he managed to persuade Rommel's chief of staff to come along too. And so we had him.
Wow.
And so it was a pretty high-powered battlefield tours.
Yeah.
I was very lucky, and not only that, Joyce, he persuaded 2 of his platoon commanders who were 18 years of age when they landed here, left here, yes, when they were 17 and a half, 18 years of age. He persuaded them to come back and tell us what they'd done. And so we had a general at one end, the German general, and 2 young officers who were 17 and a half, 18, but were then 37 and 38.
Wow.
And they were stockbrokers in London.
Oh.
And they willingly came over, and they had a rather nice 6 weeks on the long battlefield tour.
Isn't that something?
And they were very amusing. So you've got it today, all from the horse's mouth, 20, 25 miles an hour, because of this dust. And every single road, except the roads from Bayeux to Caen, and Caen to where you are, was made of this. And it was a real pain in the arse. What I didn't tell you is that my father commanded my battalion, and he landed here on D-Day +4. And my cousin also landed on D-Day +4. And my cousin got dysentery within 1 day with all his men. He was what we call a donkey walloper. He was a lifeguard. Not the lifeguard that you have in America, but the Queen's lifeguard, which ride a horse around London and look very smart with a silver breastplate and a hat and a tie. And my father is a football. I'm a football guard. We we wear a hat that's that high. You've seen them in London.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, well, I'm one of those. Right. Okay, so come down here. This, sadly, but in a way I'm quite glad, because when we get to Omaha, the tide will be up, and I want to see more of Omaha than this. But the Gold Beach stretches from the telegraph post, you see, right away to the Arsenal Harbour. That's about 3.5 miles, and it's gorgeous. And I want to draw you a map, but I'll have to draw you a map in a minute. Okay, so look, we've seen this. I'm going to have to draw you a map like that. So you've seen the beach, and it's as it was. Look, nothing has changed on this beach since 1940. If you see the end of the fence down there, where it joins the yellow hut, there's a mop of hair just slightly, just above the sort of the fence. Okay. Are you with me?
Yes, I am.
So within a millisecond, they've killed 8 Germans and 1 cat.
Oh, the poor cat.
So the Germans have now lost 8 men and a cat.
Yeah.
Right. Coming over the 300 yards of sand, four of our men walked into a shell, and 1 jumped off the landing craft a little bit too early when the landing craft sort of ramp was down, and he trips. The landing craft still going along, and it cuts his head off. Yeah. So far we're doing quite well. So that is the landing, and that roughly took place, in this little bit here